What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the After Bedtime Podcast. I know I say every single one is special, but this one is also very special to me. A good friend of mine, I've known him for years now. I mean, coming back to Arizona days when he was living out here. Now he's in LA doing big things. He is a rapper. He is an actor. He is a thespian all around. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to the man, the actor, the thespian, the father, Doral Miller, aka Milla. Milla, let's say what's up to the people.
What's happening? What's happening? You already know, Jeremy. I feel the same way. This man, we've known each other for a long time. Super talented in so many different ways. Of course, y'all know him from the podcast, working so great with Black fathers and fathers in general. Crazy actor. I can't wait till y'all really see him on the big screen as well. A monster. Yeah, so I mean, kindred spirits, kindred souls. You feel me?
Yeah.
We always gonna get together, and we just gonna keep this moving. And like I said, I love your heart, bro. Like that's one of the biggest things. You shine from the heart. You feel me? Like even like I said, even when it was hard for me to get a reel and everything like that, helping me out with open the door for
Yeah,
me
bro.
me
Yeah,
to
you
be able
killed
to
that.
get with me to be able to get that video, that free video for my reel, man. That worked out a lot. I mean, what's crazy, and I probably shouldn't say the show like on the podcast yet until it comes out,
Don't do it.
but what's crazy is that the clip that we had that we put down relates exactly to the show that I'm about to be on. So it's
Got
like
you. I told you. I got you.
you already know. So we about to be. I'm telling you, bro. Like, no, it's love, bro. So like I said, sometimes I got ADHD and I be everywhere, but you feel me? I'm always gonna show up for you, bro. So
Bro,
we
I
locked in.
appreciate you so much. And honestly, like that's one of the things that I'd probably say sticks out the most about like our relationship. Like, not on some like lovey-dovey shit, but like, I've always felt like it was always support. Like I was
Yeah,
always a champion for you. You've always been a champion for me.
yeah,
It's real. Like it's like, nah, bro, like I want you to win. I see the magic that you have. I see the heart that you have. And those are the people that really need to shine and influence the world because they make the world a better place. And you're one of those people. And I saw that from the very beginning. And I like, I like dropping dimes. I like to also help out whenever I can. So it's just something that I've
yeah. No,
learned,
that was
you know,
love.
yeah, like for real. Like, and now it's just, I was just like, bro, like if I can do this for you, you know, I would continue to always do it. And I want to do it for more dads too. Then like, yo, like, I just want to be able to help you because it goes such a long way with being able to just have somebody that's in your corner being like, yo, bro, no, you're nice. You got this. Like you can really do
Yeah,
this. And
yeah.
I'm just grateful for this foundation and being able to have those opportunities, be able to help out dads. And I appreciate you for saying that. You guys can watch actually the video. I think we made a video for it. It's on Black American Dad's page where we actually are going through like the behind the scenes of this scene and you can actually see it. So if you go to the Black American Dad's page, you can actually see Milla and the man kills it. Like it's just like I said, shout out to Mark Morrison too. He will be coming on the podcast in a couple weeks.
Yes.
Mark killed it too, man. He's been
Yeah,
doing
he
his thing
killed
out
it.
there too. It's been so great. For a lot of black actors in this industry lately that it's just been like I'm seeing it everywhere where like man people are really starting to get opportunities that I think are warranted, that I think deserve it, and
Mhm.
you especially are one of those too, man.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a new energy, a new wave, and all we have to do is continue to stay committed to creation and stay committed to the dream and the vision that we have for our careers. All these doors are opening, so it's like we just gotta not only connect to the craft and continue to build our art, but not even wait for other people to pick us. Keep creating in the spaces where you feel like maybe the downtime or whatever like that. I mean, continue to do things. Continue make your own projects. Let people know who you are. It's very lucrative out here. And we have so many stories, especially our people. We have so many stories that still need to be told. You know, we're always talking about how Black people are not a monolith. So it's like we have to understand that we fit in all genres, you know, all areas, and we will be accepted and we will be rewarded and celebrated. I mean, you look at Sinners, that movie is going crazy.
Crazy right
Ryan
now, bro. Going crazy.
Exactly. Ryan got a crazy deal from that situation. And he's been doing it time after time after time. So we just these people are trailblazing and we gotta continue to make the path.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about where the industry is, and I'll give you like another name, like Deion Taylor is somebody also that like
Yes,
I think is a trailblazer in his own right.
he's a beast.
Because it's kind of embodying what you talked about. Like he didn't wait for Hollywood. Hollywood, didn't call on him. He built his own way. And
Yes.
now Hollywood is calling on him, So I think that there is value in like, because I think, so often like as actors, and I even succumb to that. Like I see all my friends getting opportunities and I'm like, man, I'm auditioning too. I'm auditioning for these same shows too. I'm auditioning for these movies too. I'm seeing them come through my,
Hmm.
actors access and from my agent and all these things
Yeah.
like that. I'm not landing them. I'm not getting them. Is it me? Is it something, so you go through all these things inside your head of like, maybe it's not, maybe I shouldn't do this, or maybe this isn't for me. But what you said is like, you got to create yourself. Like you got to do it for yourself. Don't wait for
Yeah.
nobody. And like Deion Taylor is somebody that I aspire to and is really inspiring to me. And one day I would just love to work with him, love to, be
Me
in one of
too.
his projects and be able to work with him. But also like, I'd just love to be able to like sit down and pick his brain about, you know, what it's like in those trenches when you face the adversity. Because everybody can say the foresight, oh, you got to grind, you got to be willing to do it, you got to, create your own. You got to, but what happens when you're sitting on that couch? You just got yelled at by your fiance, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever it is. Y'all are fighting. You got bill collectors that are calling you. You got an audition that you ain't heard from in 3, 4, 5 days. You're like, maybe it's 7 days they'll call me. Maybe it's 8. Maybe it's 10. I don't know. It could be a month, right? Like that's possible. It's a month, maybe. You got all these things going on. And now you still got to go get up and figure out a way to create and make something for yourself. That's hard, bro. That's
It
really a
is.
challenge for a lot of actors. And when you see somebody like him that's able to, it just seems like, he's just plowing through and plowing through, another trailblazer. And I know Ryan Coogler and, Michael B, like they're doing it, bro. Like they're at the apex, the cream of the crop, and salute to them for all this stuff that they're doing. And we aspire to that too. But I'm just seeing so many other directors, so many other actors that are really just kind of paving their own way.
Yeah.
And I think that's just what we got to do. You just got to embrace it, despite the yelling.
Yeah. No, but you gotta embrace it. But I feel like I find peace in just that effort mentality. You know, the thing is a lot of times when God places us on a path, I feel like sort of like Jonah, we try to say what the outcome should be. We try to dictate the expectation of the end. And so it's like, no, God just put you on the path to say, look, I've placed you here to grow, and you're going to grow on my time and through my lessons, and I'm going to dictate what happens at the end of this.
Mm,
And if we trust that on the end of that are the blessings that will keep us safe, that will make us feel loved, that will take care of our families, all those things, then we'll be good. But the thing about it is, I feel like on the journey, a lot of times we're comparing ourselves to other people. We're looking at our everyday situations as if they can't change. All these things, and we get frustrated. We start to doubt, and that takes away from our growth process. And like you said, even when everything is going on around you, use it. I mean, it's funny because I always say Mary J. Blige's best songs was when she was going through the most. I was like, dang, when Mary J
I think
got
who
happy,
said it? Meryl Streep said something like that, right? Like if it's dark, make it art or something like that.
yes.
Yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, it's like I always say when Mary J got happy, the hits kind of
It's like, oh, we about to
even
get something good, boy. Let me tell you, it's about to go. It's about to go. No, I
but
think you're
yeah, you
right.
know when she was going through it, we was always getting the bangers. But
Shout
no,
out
but
to
we
Mary J.
love
Blige.
we
Thank you
love
for dealing with what you dealt with because
right,
bless you for the music you gave us.
right. But we love her happy. We want her to be happy, you know. But yeah, but
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
thing.
We want you to be happy. We do. But if you're not, maybe
right,
go in the
if you're
booth.
not, make a song
Maybe
for
go
us.
to the booth. Maybe. I don't know.
Straight up.
Let me
But
ask
that's
you
the
something,
thing. It's
Milla.
like I was just saying this to somebody earlier because I was on like a really I would say it was a bad set last night that I was on, and I feel like they were very inconsiderate of the actors. And I was gonna call somebody to complain about it last night, but they were asleep. And it came to me that this is all in God's process. So don't complain about the blessing of the lesson that you're learning through this school that I'm putting you through because it's not always going to be comfortable, but it's all blessings.
Yeah.
I'm allowing you to learn something here for something greater.
Yeah.
So it's like every time it gets uncomfortable, we have to realize that God is in it all.
Yeah.
And when we realize that God is in it all, we also realize that he never forsakes us.
Yeah.
And so if God is always there, we can trust in him that it will never stay uncomfortable. It's just something that we got to learn in that so that we can maintain what is coming that's greater.
Man,
And so that's
if
the
y'all
thing.
didn't know,
And that's
Milla
what
is
starts
also
to
a pastor. If you did not know, Milla will preach and he will give you the sermon that'll make you feel good too. So if you need a pastor, he got you. You need a 16, he's got you. You need a scene that's really just needs to go, he got you. He got all of it. You got it, gang. You got it.
holla
You got
at
it. But
me.
it's so.
Holla at me.
But honestly, it is real. But in a vulnerable space, in a vulnerable question, like when you have those moments, what do you do? Because I know you have those moments too, right? Like what
Yeah,
do
for
you do to
sure.
kind
For
of
sure. Sometimes you have to pause. Like I feel like in those moments of chaos in your mind and chaos in your environment, sometimes we try to put on blinders and just let me keep going, let me keep going. And you could burn out real easily like that. For me, what works the most is I have to pause. I have to reorganize myself. I have to address what's going on in my life, address it with God and address it with myself. And then I can have a clearer mind in creating the steps that may work for me more. So, for example, I felt like, my talent wasn't matching me being booked and I'm seeing everybody body around me doing great things and being booked and everything like that. And I'm so happy for everybody. But I'm like, how do I match myself up with that same energy? And, you know, like you said, it could make you doubt yourself. But at the same time, it's like, okay, how do I change that into I know who I am? So how do I get myself in the same rooms, in front of the same faces so I can show them this talent? So, that's when I started to say, okay, I'm going to start going to these events. I'm going to start networking more. I know my network game is on a high level. So let me start networking. Let me start finding the casting directors. I'm going to wait for a casting director? No, I'm going to find you in your face and you're going to know me. So when you see the tape of me, oh, I seen him at that event. I seen him at that event. Okay, I'm more familiar with this person. So when they see the talent, oh, okay, boom, I already feel a connection. I see the talent. Let's put him here. Another thing, finding more resources when it came to booking things on my own, my self submissions. I started to look for more resources with that. I found AI self submissions to where I could put my information in and it would submit for me. So when I didn't have the time in the day, those things would help me. Um, just putting the energy out for what I wanted and manifesting. So I started to meditate with God about having needing an agent and needing good headshots and all these other things. I go to an event. The agent I have right now is right behind me in a red carpet line. And as I'm taking pictures, she's talking about me. She's like, "Oh, I wonder who he is. He seems like he's very confident in his pictures and everything like that."
Yeah.
And then we have a conversation later. We exchange information. When we were talking about, she said she was an agent and everything like that. I was like, "Can I have your information? I'm looking for an agent." Boom. We have a conversation over the phone about myself as an actor and her agency and everything like that. She liked all my material, just like that. And now we've had a great business relationship. She's opening a lot of doors for me and everything like that. But it's all from aligning myself with the things that I desire, because I know that my desires are rooted in where God is leading me. That's the thing that sometimes we do. Sometimes we get discouraged and we don't move. Sometimes that discouragement is a call to action. What is it that I'm missing? What is it that I'm not doing? And if we focus on that rather than the woe is me, then a lot of times we could find the answer and that'll get us closer to where we want to be.
What does service look like to you? Like what
Mm,
when you think of you, like you said, you're like, I've been if I feel like I've been giving these blessings, but it's not for me, it's for me to
yes.
serve. Like what does that look like for you?
Well, that's the thing. I feel like God positions everybody in certain fields. And I think we as humans start to judge the hierarchy of these things. But I don't believe in God's eyes there is any hierarchy. Everybody's positioned where they're supposed to be. And so I feel like when God is blessing you with it's for the reason to serve. I feel like the people with the most are supposed to be the biggest servants. And when I say serve, I mean, for one thing, serving with knowledge. If I have done the things to collect the bank of information, and I know that God is leading you down a similar path, and you're deserving because you have a good heart and you want to do good with the things that you're going to accomplish, then I should be the one to help you understand how to move down that path. If I have that information, I need to give you that information. Another thing is resources, whether it be money, connections, all these other things. A lot of people want to gate because they want to feel powerful. They want to be the guard of the gate. But I feel like gatekeeping not only stops the people who are deserving from being in the places that they need to be, but it also stops you from continuing to rise as well.
Mm,
Because if you're gatekeeping from someone who is deserving, then you'll be gatekeeped at some point.
yeah.
There's always going to be somebody who has a door for you, and if you don't do the right thing with the doors that you've been given, then that karma just goes back around. So that's another thing. If I'm led to a person who is in need of finance or resource, and I know that they're doing the things that they should be doing, but they just need a hand up, then if I have that, I'm supposed to give that to them. I'm supposed to help them in those times. And what we have to realize about serving and giving is we do it with love and authenticity. We don't do it because we want to gain. We do it out of love because the thing is, it's always going to come back around. But you do it because you want to see people reach their dreams. You want to see people reach their goals. You want to be a blessing. And like I said, but it's automatically going to turn back around. And then you have to take away the expectation of, oh, it has to come from that person that I helped. There's a lot of people who will call themselves serving, but will expect everybody that they serve to benefit them after they've served them.
Yeah.
And I understand things being mutually beneficial, but to completely understand serving is to know that no matter what, God is blessing those who bless others. So it don't have to come from that same person. You're always going to be good because you bless others.
Right. Oh, okay. I got it. It came back now. You good, Milla?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. All right. No, so I mean, what you're talking about, you have to be authentic. You have to be real in giving back. And it is. How do you recognize it's art? Well, I guess for me, like that's what I think about, because I agree with you. Like I have no problem helping people, seeking out information, and like there's been other actors and other people that have talked about this industry and how that is, and like people are really weird with like giving information and like not telling you things, or like when they know the answer, when they don't know like like they just try to, for whatever reason, there is like that power or there that insecurity, even if like, if is that going to hurt me or is that going to hinder me? How do you recognize those moments? Is it just blanket across the board, whoever asks they shall receive kind of thing, or is it like a feeling of like, no, I think I am supposed to help you, like I am is it, or is it a collaboration of those both?
Well, yeah, you don't want to drain yourself, and you don't want to submit yourself to these energy leeches that can just take,
Yeah.
take, take, but never want to give and not even see your value outside of you giving them things. So I think it's good to have awareness, have the understanding of the people around you. Um, really, I feel like your connection with God, like whoever God is leading you to, like you said, if I could see in this person that they're doing all the right things, and there's a certain connection that we're having, and I know that I have something that can help them get to the next step, even if that so-called next step brings them above me, I have no issue with giving them that information or that support. I met a young guy who had a connection to a show that I had a connection to, and he said he just needed an audition. I hadn't got an audition for that show, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, I could see you perfectly on that show. Let me make a call and see if we could get you an audition. He had a audition not too long after.
Wow.
And what's crazy is from that, God blessed me with an audition for the same show. So,
There you go.
but it wasn't even for it. It was just that I seen how he works. I seen the dedication that he has, and I also seen him being perfect for that show. So it's like I'm happy to do this,
Yeah.
But I have ran across those who will play up to you just to try to get a benefit. But a lot of times you can see them from a mile away.
Yeah. It's not
And
real. You can like sense it. Like it's like, nah,
yeah,
there's something else here that you want.
yeah,
And
you could sniff out an opportunist.
yeah.
Even when the opportunist presents in a different way, because their movement is inauthentic. Sometimes they'll sit up there, they'll not even know you and try to give you everything. You don't even know me.
Yeah.
you met this the first time you met me, and you're celebrating me like you've known me for 10 years.
Right. And it's like, wait, it's
And,
like, wait,
and,
what? Like, that's a
and
little,
you're
right? I mean, yeah, yeah. No, you're right. Like
and
it
so
comes off
and,
not real.
yeah, and sometimes you just meet somebody and and you click, and that person wants to be a part of something. That's great, but like I said, when it's you can almost feel the energy of somebody who's there only for themselves and doesn't value you at all, other than the things that you have to give, and that's where you can't have the stupidity of just giving out what you've been blessed with.
Yeah. It is a delicate dance, but I think when you know, you know. So
Yeah.
now I want to ask you, you're building your empire, you're building your career, and thinking about the blessings that you're going to be able to give everyone and thinking about the things that you're going to be able to do for people. What's the thing that is you're most excited for in the future?
I think I'm most excited being able to see my mother at these award shows and everything like that. Being able to see.
She been on my mind this whole podcast too. Just so you know, I was going to ask. Like, by the way, how is your mom doing? Because I know she's a legend even in herself. So like,
Right.
that's what I was going to ask you too. I was like, by the way, how's your mom doing?
Yeah, mom's is doing great. She like I said, she had a couple of health battles, but she's been able to triumph over that. She's still doing her ministry with
Praise God.
with children and
Praise God.
inmates and all these different things. And like, yeah, she gonna be strong. Like she for herself, for the family. Like she's really, that matriarch, as her mother was.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, just I would say, yeah, being able to have her at those award shows and she sees one of the examples of what all her hard work did in my life, being able to take her around the world and everything like that, and just give back what I can for everything that she sacrificed. Being able to invest in all my daughter's dreams and everything that she wants to build, because I've locked in these connections and I've locked in this type of finance to be able to make her pathway to her journalistic career way easier. So yeah, those are the things that I'm most excited about. Like I feel like even without a whole lot of money or fame, throughout my journey, I've had some great times for my personal self. You know, and of course, there's a lot of more things that I want to obtain in my life, but I feel like, just being able to affect my family like I want to, and then affect the world in general. My daughter's mom and myself, when we were in high school, we were in like a high school business class, and we came up with this idea about a performing arts high school that would have direct connections to the industries, to the music industry, to the TV and film industry, everything like that. So these kids would go through, the different years of this high school, and they would learn their general ed, but they will also have all these performing arts classes, and they could be able to get real auditions with TV shows and films and everything like that, and be able to get real opportunities to speak to A&Rs from record labels and all that other stuff. So that's something that I still want to do as well.
That's
Have a
dope.
school because I've always loved teaching. I used to teach, so it's like really having that school that will affect this whole new generation as well.
Yeah. No, I could totally see you doing that. Definitely with the way you've
Yeah.
been preaching to everybody today, boy. Let me tell you. Like this man's class, I'd leave every class inspired, boy. Let me tell you. Like, I need to go see Mr. Miller, boy. I need to see it. Miller, they crazy out here. I need that.
You already know we gonna give them the energy.
Hey,
There's this
well,
actress.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying, there's this actress. She's a famous actress. I just can't remember her name right now, but she was the lead, one of the lead actresses on The Game. She was also on the Steve Harvey Show. She was the principal on the Steve Harvey Show.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. Dang, I don't remember her
Yeah.
name either. I don't get this, y'all. Wendy Raquel Robinson.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. She's incredible, and I believe she has a performing arts school in LA that I believe was originally created by um one of the lead women on 227. The lead woman on 227. I forgot her name too, but she's also incredible too. And yeah, they were I just went to a Hollywood Confidential event that was celebrating Loretta Devine. The lady from The Game was there, Wendy was there, and like a lot of her kids were there from the performing arts school. And when she walked out, they was just juiced. They went crazy. But when I was just looking at them, I was like, man, look how many lives that she's
She
affecting.
touched. Yeah.
And you could tell that she's affecting them positively from the way they celebrate her.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, it's just the passing of the baton. It's like this is our job. That's why I say, like, I feel like people gotta dice this up a little bit. Like you have a lot of people that call themselves Christian that say they serve Jesus and everything like that, but they don't understand. I feel like some it was crazy. Somebody said this. I was watching on IG, and somebody said that a lot of people put Jesus at the ceiling, but Jesus was trying to say that he's the floor. There's so much more that we can do. He even says in the Bible that you will do greater things. And so everything that Jesus did on this earth, he was inviting other people to do
Yeah.
and build on. He walked on the water and he told the disciples to come inside
Yeah.
and walk on the water as well, And so that's the thing. It's not that we're supposed to be holding this energy for power, holding this industry, this energy and this talent and this information so we can look down on others. It's to be shared so that the
Yeah.
collective could be greater.
Yeah. There's an
And so
immense
that's
you have immense power. Like the thing I think about all the time is when you're created in God's image, I mean, you have the ability to create. You have immense
yes,
power within you to change the world. But with that, from a Christian faith perspective, you also have the teachings of Christ, which ground itself in humility and
yes,
to put others on your shoulders and lift them higher than you were. Fall in love with things that are greater than yourself.
yes.
And it is something that is, I think, not maybe not necessarily lost, but you would like to see more of ways that those teachings are personified in an industry where you know the power comes from within and it comes from
hmm
and
hmm
you wish that it was seen more, that it was given back in a different fashion. But I think that's why you're here, Milla. I think that that's why you're on this journey, is that you're meant to be one of those lights that continues to shine, not only just for yourself, but so that others can have a pathway, so that others can kind of have a way. And it seems like that's where you're headed. And I'm somebody that's looking for that light too, man. I'm looking for the same lanterns that you got,
Man,
like kind of
but you the
follow
you
that
you
path.
the you the same type of light as well. And that's why I say not only are we learning and not only are we pulling from others, but we're also pulling up others at the same time. And we're
Yeah.
also that same light for others.
Yeah.
Like in so many different ways.
Yeah.
You feel me? And so like that's why we just gotta like my mother said that she believes that it's about to be a regime change.
Yeah.
You had so many people in leadership that were of darkness. And now you see so many people being pulled down from those positions. And the people of light are being raised up. But that's why we have to understand that it's for service. Because if we get up there and
And
start
they
doing the
start
same
acting like they
things,
did. Yeah. It's like, nah, you can't get up there and be like, these peasants, listen to me,
exactly.
get away from them. No, you can't
Because
be
I
doing
won't
that.
lie, that whisper was, as you start to grow, that
Yeah.
whisper will start to be in your ear.
Yeah. That you better than
You
other
know?
people. You don't need
Yeah,
to, yeah,
exactly.
all that. Yeah.
Exactly. Especially when you start to get information that other people may not have.
Yeah.
We start to forget that we didn't always have that information. We didn't always have, we weren't always in these rooms. We didn't always have these
Didn't.
opportunities.
Yeah.
So it's like, so have grace with people, teach others, understand other people's plights, others understand that everybody's road maybe wasn't yours.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you have to want to work with people. That's the thing. We get real short with people when we feeling good. When everything's comfortable with us, then we don't have time for other people. But then but when everything's chaotic in our life, we want somebody to have time for us.
Right. Right. Right.
So
Yeah. You gotta figure out a balance of that and to not turn away blessings and to not turn away opportunities but making sure also that you're not allowing too much distraction from what
yes,
your course is. It's like this is what
yes,
you're supposed to do. Don't get caught up because I feel like at times I feel bad when I say no to things
mm-hmm,
and because I want to help as much as possible. But then when I'm helping out all my friends and stuff, and then I realize I'm like, bro, the project that I wanted to do, I haven't even done anything for it. Like
right,
it's just sitting here, and it's like, man, it's like, it is a delicate thing that you got to kind of figure out. And think everybody knows where their answer is, and you just gotta. What I've grounded myself in is just like always lead with love, man. Like when you lead with love,
yes,
you usually will find a way.
yes.
We
And,
got.
and it's,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and it's all in time,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
timing is everything, and it's all in God's time. So it's not always time for you to be focused on others.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's time for you to be focused on yourself, and that's
On
not
yourself.
selfish.
Right. Yeah.
That's you can't progress to a certain point if all you're doing is focused on the next person. But when it's time to focus on somebody, then you do that. So we just got to be led. Some people I see, they're distracted because of everything that's going wrong in the world. And I'm like, I can understand you caring about all these things that may be going wrong in the world,
Right.
but to place yourself in the mindset to where your emotions change, where your focus changes and everything like that, and you don't necessarily have a certain purpose that God gave you to be connected to all these things, then you're just taking away from yourself. Like that. Even Jesus, when they asked him in the Bible, when they came to him with the taxes and said that Caesar is taxing us all this and everything like that, that was an issue in the area. And Jesus said, "Give to Caesar what is Caesar's, give to God what is God." Basically saying, like, I understand that's an issue, but that's not my issue right now. And if we understand that all we have to do is handle what God wants us to handle for our life and trust that He has other people handling these things and these
For
other
you.
areas, then we good. Just like you said, lead with love and focus on what you're supposed to be doing here.
Yeah. Control what you can control.
Yes,
And handle whatever. Like one of my mentors says, like, own everything that comes across your desk. Whatever comes across your
yes,
desk, you got to own that. And
yes,
take pride in that this is what I have to do. This is what I'm supposed to do. I have to do that. If it impedes with what I'm doing, then I can't do that. And I have to do it. If it doesn't impede, then great.
right,
I'm there for it. I can help out. I can do something else for it. But if it's getting in the way of what I'm supposed to do, then it's not really for me. It might, and
right,
that's a hard thing to kind of discover. And no, because when your emotions are involved, like it's somebody you care about or somebody you like, you're like, yo, it's my homies. Like, I'll give you like one of my homies just shot his own pilot and
Mm-hmm.
he wanted me to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't know this at the time, but I was dealing with my dad, and my dad was in and out of the hospital, and like
Mm-hmm.
this was in the last little bits of his life.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, we're tight. Like this is like one of my best friends. Known him since I was 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes to me and he's like, yo, like I got this thing going, we're doing, like I got you, like we're gonna get you in. We got to da, right. And I'm just like, yo, man, like I can't do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of was like, "What?" He's like, "What you mean?" Like he's like, "What do you mean
Yeah.
you can't do this? Like, what are you talking about? Like, come on, like it's
Yeah.
me." He's like, "What?
Right. Right. Right.
Like, what are you talking about?" Like, and I was like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I can't do this right now. Like, I can't be there. I can't be in this space right." And that was really
Yeah.
hard for me to do because I felt
Yeah.
so bad because I could tell how
Yeah.
passionate he was. I could tell how he was like, "I'm giving." I wanted to bless you. Like I want to,
Yeah.
and I felt all of that and I felt so bad, but I knew in my heart, I only got a little bit of time, man. Like I
Yeah.
can't, like, I'm really sorry. Like
Yeah.
I gotta do this. And that's what I mean with like, it's like a nuanced thing. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
you will know when the answer is no, and you will
Yes.
know when the answer is yes.
Yep.
But you got to be willing to close out what you want. Cause yeah, Jeremy Givens getting a pilot, it goes, yo,
Right.
like that's dope. Like for me, like, yo, like
Yeah.
for
That'd be crazy.
Jeremy, that's dope. Like,
Yeah.
but for me as a son, for
Mm-hmm.
me as a brother, for me, as a father, knowing what my family was embracing, it's worth more. That's what you got to do. Like that's really what you're meant to do. That's really what you're meant to be here for. And I, told him that. And then, then later on, of course, afterwards, like my dad passes and like, he's there at the funeral and he's like almost in tears, like being like, I'm so sorry, bro. Like I had no idea,
Right. Right.
that you were like going through this, and like I feel like I kind of made you feel. And I was like, bro, lead with love. It's all good. Like
Yeah.
don't even trip. I understood why you were so I understand. Like don't worry about it. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to do it. So it's even in that, like it's always what I found is like just lead with love, bro. Like instead of
Yeah.
allowing your emotions to get the best of you and like, just getting you down, getting you out. When you lead with love every single day, good things happen to you, man. The door is open for you. That's what I choose to live by. Be you, Germ, and let love lead the way. Like that's it.
That's all of it right there. That's all of it. Especially as you're rising, it's like, don't forget to be a human being.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. There are some people who have been in situations similar to yours that just took the career opportunity rather than being there with their family.
Yeah.
And then what happens? Sometimes they get everything they dreamed of, but then there's nobody else around them to live with, to celebrate with. I mean, you look at Steve Jobs. At the end of Steve Jobs' life, he was on his deathbed trying to repair his relationship with his daughter and his ex-wife and all these other things because he never took those human moments. He
Yeah.
didn't lead with love in his life outside of his career and his business. And so you let everything else burn down just because you were building this thing that you wanted to be, this empire that you wanted to be so big.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of your life, you understood what was most
What
important.
was most important? Yeah. There's a scene. I don't know. Have you ever seen the show Landman? It's a
Uh-uh.
Taylor Sheridan project. Okay, so
Check it
there's a
out.
check out it's in second season. It's doing really well. It's actually like it's a really good show. About a oil rigger in Texas. And
Mm.
in the first season, Jerry Jones is in the season, right? But bro, he gives one of the most powerful monologues I've ever heard anyone give. on television.
Wow.
And it's the
Wow.
essence of what you're talking about. You have to go back and watch it. Audience, if y'all haven't seen it, go look it up on YouTube. And like literally right after this, Milla, look it up. You will see exactly what I'm talking about. It's
Yeah.
the scene where he's telling you what the trick is to life. And it's so powerful. And you can even tell that the actors that are in it, Billy Bob Thornton and John Hamm, are like, yo, this is like, you could sense it from them. They're like, this is real. Like, this is like, he's telling you something. And like,
Yeah.
just, you know, the age that he's in his life, the accomplishments that he has, he's saying in essence of everything that you're saying. It's really, really powerful moment. I remember like watching it and I was just like mind blown. I was like, whoa, that was like, I didn't know Jerry Jones had that in him. I was like, yo, this is crazy. We still got to talk about that Little Rock stuff, which you,
Right. Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
low
We
key,
still need a
like,
conversation,
okay, Jerry,
Jerry.
like we gotta talk about that. I need clarification. But in that scene, you did do your thing.
Right.
I'll give you that credit. Before we get out of here, because I
Right.
don't want to. We are like, you know, we're all close to an hour.
Yeah.
Best picture this year. What do you think it is?
Sinners. Just straight up. We're not, not supporting
We're not
anything
playing
else.
any games. That's what it is.
We're not playing no games. We're all sinners. I don't even want to hear about nothing
Best
else.
picture, Sinners. Best screenplay, Sinners.
Sinners.
Best
Best
director,
director,
Ryan
Ryan
Coogler.
Coogler.
Best actor, Michael B.
Michael B.
Jordan.
Jordan. We don't want to hear
We're
nothing
not
else.
playing any games.
Stop playing with us.
No,
Like, come
yeah.
on,
Like
bro.
I'm right there with you. I think that like Sinners, for so many reasons, uh
Yeah.
for what I look at as like a historical piece, because it's a period piece. I think
Mm-hmm.
that it's such a refreshing take on history, that
Yes.
it and when I see that in Ryan Coogler a lot, that like I think he sees that like, nah, there's another side of this history thing that I'm gonna tackle, and I'm gonna show the world like a different side of history that you don't really see. And then, you know, you don't have to ground it in slavery or like grounded in like the atrocities
Yeah.
that Black Americans faced. But let's talk about some of the other stuff that they did. Let's talk about some of the triumphs that they've had. Let's talk about some of the successes that they have. Let's really put a different spin on it. And I kind of see that in him.
Mm-hmm.
And even beyond that, just with like even African history, which I think is really dope and amazing for film, just from that perspective. From the industry perspective, this is an original idea that made hundreds of millions of dollars. And for people to say that, you know, movies are dead, that original IP can't work, you
Mm-hmm.
know, they showed you something that was like, check this out. And Sinners did something that they didn't think was going to be able to do. So for so many reasons, why I think that this is the best picture of the year. I think that's why I think it's the best picture of the year. On top of the fact that like I love these guys, I love Ryan Coogler, I love Michael B.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan. I think that they're great. They're very talented. They're inspiring. This is somebody that I inspire to be, you know, myself. But I love that film. I loved everything about it when I watched it, and I knew then when I watched it, I was like, this is gonna win Best Picture, and it hasn't happened yet, but it's going to win Best Picture. It's going
Yeah.
to.
It's going to win it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's gonna win
Oscars
Best
don't
Picture.
play with us.
Yeah.
I look at it like you said, there's so many amazing things about Sinners. One of the things that I love about Ryan Coogler's movies, and I just figured out that his family is in activism and everything like that. So,
Knowledge, you see it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you see the knowledge, like you see, I'm like, okay, there's way more here than just I like to tell stories. Like, nah, he's like
right.
using it as a vessel. Like that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's like, and I think it's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's deep. And what I love is that he's found this middle ground of creating digestible challenges and digestible rebukes. Like, I'm going to be able to put this message dead in your face and still entertain you enough to where you have to watch this movie and enjoy it.
Yes, it's a subtle, like it's one of the reasons. Like Ryan Coogler is not the reason I love movies, but he is what he showed in that movie. Is like, this is why I love movies,
Yes.
because I think it's the greatest medium that you could possibly have. You're sitting in a
Mm-hmm.
space for 90 minutes to 120 minutes, maybe even longer than that, 180 minutes, blacked
Mm-hmm.
out space where all you're doing is looking at a screen completely uninterrupted, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So for that artist, you have 180 minutes to articulate your perspective. And the best of them use the layers of the filmmaking experience to be able to articulate a perspective that leaves the people in the audience, leaving the screening, grasping onto what they were talking about, and
Yes.
at least being able to digest it and having it in a tasteful way, to where that it's like you can move past their first layer of defense, which is those insecurities, those senses, those buzzwords, those things like that. Like, because if he
Yeah.
would have came out like that, it might not have been perceived that way. But he
Yeah.
did it in such a delicate way that he invites you in. It's like, it's very Christ-like. Instead
Yes.
of pointing at you, he extends his hand and says, "Hey, come with me. I'm going to take you on this journey. Come with
That's
me." Instead,
powerful.
right? That's a powerful way to approach a difficult subject matter that that people can receive if you approach it the right way. And sometimes throwing the fist in front of their face or barking at them and telling them is not necessarily the path. Sometimes it is
And you become the
extending
easy
the hand.
target with that. You
Yeah.
become that easy target. And
Yeah.
then it's easy to cancel you and everything like that.
Yeah.
You've seen powerful messages from Spike and so many other black directors. But a lot of times when, like you said, that message is so in your face and pointing the finger at you, it's easier for those who want to go against that to try to dismantle you.
Yep. To turn it
But
off. It's like, all right, I'm not listening
exactly.
anymore. Done. Yeah.
Exactly. But like I said, this is being just as effective. But like you said, it's an extension of the hand. Come on this journey with me. There was a the last because I've been to like probably like 8 screenings of Sinners. I didn't see this movie for free so much. I gotta buy some tickets. So I'll probably pay for it like twice just to give him some money.
Hey, yeah, Ryan, he owe you a lot of money. He owe you a lot of money.
But yeah, the last screening I was at, bro, it was this older white lady in back of me. And I feel like, because the movie ends and then there's an additional scene and then there's another additional scene. So when the movie first ended, the lady just busted into hysterical tears. And she just could not stop crying all the way through the last 2 scenes, all the way until the lights went up. And it just was like, wow, that's something like art like this is
Movement.
really affecting people in a certain way where it's creating a new type of awareness. It's knocking on your heart's door. It's waking people up out of some of this hypnotism that's going on and saying, hey, there are real things in this world that are evil. There are real things in this world that are manipulative. There are real things in this world that are using people, and we have to flip that into good. We have to change. We have to change those positions. We have to start to understand each other. We have to come together in unity and be better people. And I think something like Sinners is a great way to present that message.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's a great film, y'all. If you haven't watched it, dishonor on you, shame on you. You need to watch it. It's amazing. It is the best picture that came out last year. Uh, just the last
facts.
little bit, Milla. So where can people? Are you have you dropped any music lately? Are you still doing music or?
I haven't, but I got some stuff. Everybody's like, release
I knew
it.
it. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah. Let it out. Let
But
it
yeah,
out for the world, bro.
I
Take
definitely
this last
got a
little bit
lot
to
of
let
stuff.
people know like where they can get information from you or where they can find out stuff if they're looking for information. Like, yo, this guy's doing it, guys, and like he's making his ways in Hollywood. Like so for those people that are interested in like seeing your path and following your light, like let the people know like where they can get a hold of you or where they can see your stuff.
For sure. So social media is on IG is at the Mind of Milla. So that's THAMINDOFMILLA. I'm not really on TikTok like that, but my TikTok is Milla Slaps, MILLASLAPS. Yeah, we'll have a lot of things coming up. I'm usually on Instagram if you want to contact me, everything like that. Yeah, casting directors, holler at me. I'm doing some great things. I'm a masterful actor.
Boom.
So if you want
Yeah.
somebody who enjoys the art, who loves to live the characters, not perform the characters, but live the character and
Yes.
create the arc that is needed for your story,
Mm,
come cast me, and cast my boy. This
mm.
guy is
Let's
crazy
go.
with it. Like
Let's go.
I'm not gassing at all. This dude is crazy with it, and he's
Thank you.
really he's also a student of the art and also is about the intricacies and the dedication to creating something amazing. So hey, if you want great actors in your films, you're gonna
You're
holler
looking
at
at him.
us.
You're looking at him. What are we doing? Milla, thank you so much. Hey, y'all, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the After Bedtime Podcast. We appreciate y'all. If you have any questions, you weren't able to reach out to Milla, maybe you want to be able to find out a little bit more, you can also reach out to us. Let me get you the email for you. If you are interested about, asking for, advice from Milla, you want to know more about Black American Dad, you want to know more about After Bedtime, you want to know more about movies, you want to tell me about a dad that you think will be really good for the show for the next episode, email us at the After Bedtime Pod at gmail.com. Subject line it After Bedtime Milla episode, and then go into a little bit more of what you want to know. And if it is something for Milla, I will make sure that Milla gets the information and he'll get everything back to you. And, then from there, he'll be able to get back with y'all and be that light for you. So thank y'all. Thank you, Milla. I appreciate you, brother. Stay tuned for the next episode where we have another great Black American dad.
Love.
Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of After Bedtime, brought to you by the Black American Dad Foundation. I hope that you were just as much inspired as we were listening to another great dad with his amazing dreams and how he's balancing being dad at the same time. If you want to know more about the Black American Dad Foundation, you know a dad that'd be great for the show. You want to ask that dad that was just on some questions about his business or his dreams and how he's doing it. Maybe you want to get a little bit more information. Email us at blackamericandad@gmail.com. Subject line it After Bedtime, and then go into a little bit more of what you want to know. Other than that, thank you again for listening to us, and hopefully you are inspired. Good night, and we'll see you on the next episode where we follow another great Black American dad.